unfortunately, from the sorrow of this world. The evil eye is real, brother. Now, people would say that's probably a placebo effect. There's more to the story. So now I'm normal all of a sudden. Everything goes back to, I just do a little ritual, bro. I pray to God. God directly, no one else. God. I cleanse and purify the water, and it all goes away. And everyone's like, yo, you seem like your old self again. And I'm like, how do I explain this to people without them thinking I'm crazy? Now I'm like, I got to study this. So I go in deep. Start studying the evil eye. That's where the one quote came up. The prophet said, peace be upon him, half the people in this world die from the evil eye. I was like, that's a fucking lot of people, man. But we're so public now. These things are dangerous, man. It's creating such sorrow. Social media, and I'm guilty of it too, so forgive me. My followers, I know I post things like, but I do it to try to inspire people like, yo, you can do better. I was down and out. I've been through hell and back. Look, you can make your life amazing again. I don't do it to boast because I feel bad. But it seems like I'm boasting sometimes if I'm being real. All this is going on. I'm like, holy cow, this is crazy. I go to visit one of my cousins, and I had gotten really distant from a lot of people in my family, and a lot of it was my fault at that time, bro. I was suffering, bro, in silence. I was so full of sorrow, bro. I was crying all the time, bro. There wasn't a day I didn't cry, bro, if I'm being real. And this is not easy to talk about publicly, but if it saves a life, then so be it. I go to visit my first cousin. She had just had her first baby. They live in a really rich area in Jersey. I'm not going to mention her name. She's going to watch this. She's going to know exactly who she is. I don't go there again for the evil eye. I go there because she had a baby. I go there to say, congrats, cousin. Like, I love you. I'm glad you had a baby. It's a big deal when another life comes into this world in your family. Mm-hmm. So I go to pay respects. She's married to football player guys, bro. They're all 6'6", ripped. They're wealthy. They got a lot of money, whatever. One of, if I'm not mistaken, her husband was signed to the Patriots practice team, but decided not to I was like, why didn't you take the job? He's like, they're only going to pay me $400 and probably abuse me. I said, dude, I would have took $250. They could have knocked me out. But I used to joke around about that. But so very wealthy, very good looking. The younger brother ends up being a QB for one of the big colleges. Won't mention who, okay? I'm going through all this with them. Just about their baby, congratulations. And I'm like, something came over. I'm like, kind of got to tell you guys something. And I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you. I may have acted a little irrational the last couple of years. I thought it was all because we lost this family member, but I think something else was happening to me that had a hold over me. And I need to explain this to you because I'm scared if this ever happens to anyone else, they might not know how to get help. And what I did was I explained everything. I told them the whole story. I went to every doctor. I did this, I did that. I told them all my symptoms, the anxiety, the bricks on the chest, the fogginess of the mind, all this stuff that I had suffered for years. And they don't look at me like I'm crazy.